let's face it, it's fucking mayhem out there. Our crypto bill is not even getting introduced. We may as well all pack up and just go home. But no, no fucking way. Tonight, I think tonight we're going to show that there are people here that are working harder than ever. There are people here that believe in crypto, in Titanex, in our ecosystem, in our projects, as much now as we ever have. Everybody is leaving. We on the stream here tonight, a few different teams have been doubling down, no matter how hard things have ever got, no matter how shit it's looked. The people on tonight's stream have continued to build and focus on their visions and never give up. And I believe that that's the kind of thing that's needed to make it in any fucking industry, not just crypto, but anywhere, is to not give up. Everybody is giving up. We are not one bit. So tonight, Dude and Rich, how's it going, fellas?
Couldn't be
Still
better.
here. Yeah.
Dude, haven't seen you in a while. You've been pretty busy on Buildify, yeah?
Yes. E280, Helios. I've been working on all the things, but Buildify is like absolutely the priority. It's a massive project. It's a massive build. It's been a long time coming. We're finally here, and
it has been a very long time coming. But it's good to see that again. You know, a team of guys that got together to build something that was a pretty big undertaking. And I suppose the ideas came at a time when crypto was looking more positive than it does at the minute. But again, another team that just never, didn't give up, stuck to their guns and kept building, kept the vision alive. And it's been a long time coming getting this project built. But just like the markets at the minute, you just got to keep on going. So you've got a public test net at the minute. What's the story at the minute?
Yes, yeah, and I plan to kind of showcase that today, share my screen and kind of run through some of it. But yeah, it's live. We're certain we're launching next month in July. We're discussing specific dates, but we don't have a specific date, but very soon we will, in the next week or so.
So you still got that dodgy internet connection? Rich, how's it going, man? Gold Mine is live. We're going to dig into that tonight, obviously, as well. How does it feel to get that one out?
Yeah, incredible. I mean, it feels great just to not be just contemplating if you got all the bases covered, if you reviewed the code, if you got all the things that you wanted in it done. It just feels great to get it out of the market and just, hey, it's on the free wild now.
So some of those things I was saying at the start, really, I mean, just when you kind of think that things can't get worse. I'm seeing more people that I thought were truly here for the long term capitulating this last week. Still, this market is still eating people up and spitting them out. We're still seeing people leave. What on earth is keeping you here, dude? What is keeping you here?
Just pure conviction that crypto DeFi is the future. Like nothing has changed. There's the ups and downs of the cycles, but it's always growing. And this is absolutely the future. I have no doubt in it. Zero doubt.
Yeah. Rich, what about you? What do you think?
To me, it's a very simple formula. If I give up, everything I've put in it is wasted, was for nothing. So it's not an option.
Yeah, I'm more excited. Like it seems fucking crazy that you can be sitting here after all this time, after all this, downside torture, people leaving. That I'm more excited now seeing you come out and have Buildify ready after all this time. That you guys never go up. Seeing you stick to your guns, launch diamonds and now gold as well. I know that I'm going to maybe drop some information about some things that I have coming in the future as well. But it's great to see that you guys never give up and we've got so much more to come. I think everything we're all learning from. We're all learning from the things that we've built in the past, the things that we've done in the past. We're adding to what we've already got, but I think we're adding much more sustainable stuff in the future.
Yeah, I think the experience is very beneficial to us. Like you said, especially as we build on and support previous. It's not like we're leaving old protocols in the dust. Just like gold is supporting diamonds, it's like it's all building on top of previous builds. And as we do that, we're learning and building, like you said, something more sustainable. That's absolutely right. Same with E280. Yeah.
So I'm going to bring up this comment here. Hello, guys. What's up? 3 of us watching. That's how much is still here. I mean, okay. Yes.
Thank you, Darko.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Darko. Let's look at the positive in that. It can only get fucking better. There we go. It can only get better.
Yeah, it can only go up from there.
Yep, exactly. So, yeah.
The way I feel about it is I consider diamonds and gold mine and blaze the cascade effect, the way they're tied together through scarcity, where you got to use one to mint the other. I know it might seem strange, but actually I feel like these are bear market products. People are just not giving it a fair look, and that's okay. It's going to just keep on keeping on. And we launched these projects in the bear market. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, I really like the protocols, the blaze, diamonds, and gold. Those 3 protocols are going to work fantastically well together. Mm-hmm. Most of the things that I've been focusing on myself is future marketing. There's things that I'm working on at the minute that is its sole purpose is marketing. So I understand the importance. This is the thing. We've already built all this infrastructure. We've already got these great protocols launched, great DeFi protocols. They just need users. And, will we just continue to not give up, continue to stream, continue to educate, and we can crank this thing up at any stage. We come on here and we pop on once a week and we stream. We drop out tweets every couple of days. This whole thing can be cranked up when people are back and ready to listen. We are not to be written off. I was mentioning before, we had protocols that were bringing in, tens of thousands of dollars a day, millions of dollars in single days in some cases when the hype was here. We can get that back, and when the hype comes back, when there's more people come flooding back, but that's not even what we're aiming for. We're just aiming to build solid DeFi protocols that will work whenever we get users, and that's what I'm focused on. Soon, I can bring all this stuff that I've been working on out whenever people are more, when people want to hear what we're talking about. But we're here, turning up still most weeks, and we're still building. And it's fucking good times ahead, I think.
Yeah, there's no slack in the line. That's what I was mentioning to dude earlier today. Is there's no slack. I mean, the $500 moves the chart right now, so it's just it's going to be interesting.
I don't know as well. This has also been a great opportunity. So if you believe us that listening tonight, if you believe that we have as much conviction as we do, this has been an opportunity for me as a founder to be able to, get more of the coins within my own projects, the projects that I'm looking to push forward. And with that, we can support it a little bit more. There's been many, you look back at some of our protocols and lots of holders, lots and lots of dumpers, like X28 at the minute. This has been a golden opportunity for people to build an X28 bag. And we're seeing that on the chart already, that most of the dumpers seem to be gone. Not saying I can't dump more, but I think that certainly in our protocols, Rich, that the coins are moving into the strong diamond-handed holders that are here for the long term of these protocols. And maybe people don't care, maybe they're not paying attention. I'm just saying this because this is the way that I see things at the minute.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Okay, X28's at 0.9.
Yep.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah. It's been creeping up for what are we at there? Yeah, just over a month. It's been creeping up, sort of, yeah, for over a month. It gets hammered down before that. This was the big Titan X dip around here, and it's just been creeping up slowly but surely. I think that around this time there was whenever we were capitulating was the last time we were streaming. I know we bumped on last week, but it was a while ago around this time, and we were saying then, that again, golden opportunity for anybody to start to take a little bit of discount on X28. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on because I do want to get digging into your protocols because they're both relevant to X28 in different ways. Rich, I think just given the fact that the gold is launched, I think we should take a look at it first. What do you want to have a look at?
I guess what's the most impressive to me, yeah, go to the stats on diamonds. I didn't notice this till well after we launched, but it was quite impressive. Look at the crushed category right there. The gold mine crushed is look at the contribution from gold mine right there.
Wow.
55,000 tokens crushed in 2 days. Now, of course, we had a lot of pent up diamonds ready to go into gold mine, and that's not going to repeat, every couple of days or whatever, because the diamond circulating supply is down to 147. I think I saw. Now, it shows a lot more right there in the LP, but what the reason it does, there's 120,000 diamonds in the handler contract. So that's an internal LP to the project. And when ETH only buyers come, the ETH goes and buys the diamonds from that internal LP and sends that on. It disperses it how it's broke out.
Is that included in this 54,000?
No, it's not. So look in the liquid category, supply in LP. It says 267. 120 of that is in the fulfiller contract in gold mine.
Okay, but even that stat alone, 54,000 diamonds. Gold mine has already crushed 31% of the fucking supply. Is that right?
Yeah. I'm projecting that we could top out, be the top crusher by the end of the week, before the auction pays out.
Nice one.
Maybe. If not, next week for sure.
Yeah.
So that's one. That maybe people don't quite understand what the smoke NFTs are. We could just mention that real quick. There's 80,000 tokens of diamonds sitting there, and I'm getting started right now building the Smoke Lounge NFT project phase. And I don't have a whole lot of details to divulge right now, but other than those diamonds will be available in the future and in an NFT form for those who don't want to wait 100 days. So Diamonds has a 100-day cycle to vest. You could get liquid tokens right off the market through an NFT. They're not going to be current. They're not going to be current market spot price because that would be foolish. So you're going to have to pay a premium for them, but you wouldn't do that unless there was a reason to do so. So that's about all I can probably say right there.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's already gold has already had a significant effect on the diamond supply as well. So we've seen diamonds when it launched have a significant effect on the Blaze liquid supply, and now in turn we've seen the gold. In only a couple of days we've seen gold have a damn big effect on the diamond supply. So, how's the performance been so far, Rich? What's looking good? What's getting you excited?
Two things. I mean, look in the auction tab. We've got 10,500 in Tether Gold that's going to be given out next Sunday. That's pretty exciting for those who minted and who has plans to enter the auction on day 7. I'm going to be one of them. I invested. Huh?
You need to have gold to participate in the auction, yeah?
If you didn't start a miner and you don't plan to claim on day 6, you will just look at that. You won't have anything to do with it.
Yeah. What is 6? where is it? 10, so 2.6x AUT sitting in the auction worth $10,000. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that means, okay, let's have a quick look at the mine. And this fixed price window is active. What's the crack with this fixed price?
So we were trying to provide some stability for the launch and not have people send the price up or down of diamonds to manipulate the entry of a miner. So we locked this in for a few days. And right now, if people could take advantage of that, they could enter gold mine at 8 cents, which is where we launched at. And I think right now diamonds is 8.5 cents, maybe almost 9 cents. So you're getting a small discount there for coming
When
into.
When does this end? When does the fixed price
I think
end?
it's Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a week.
Just kind of for the first week.
And also, I guess is at the same time that trading is enabled, because the tokens are okay.
Yeah, that's going to coincide with that. If not, there might be a little overlap. I'm not exactly sure the timing of it, but I know it's no longer than a week, and I don't know if there's an overlap or not there.
What about the Bitcoin? Is everything's flowing the way it should, Rich?
It is, and this is something I can point out right now. There's what is that? Six that scroll down.
Sorry, yeah.
$7,100 there. What's not there is $10,300 worth of diamonds that is going to be there. So the handler contract buys from those diamonds when people use ETH only to come in and mine. So as that's working through those diamonds, it's going to forward this wrap Bitcoin onto the staking pools.
Okay, so over time, if people come in to mine with ETH, just ETH, that's gonna end up in here as well.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the reason we did that, it was real important for me not to put all that sell pressure onto the diamonds chart. For number one. Number two, we wouldn't get the value into the Fort Knox staking pools if we sold on the market and got slippage and terrible, conversion rates. So we just set those diamonds aside. When people come in and say, hey man, I didn't even mint diamonds. So what? It doesn't matter. Use your ETH. The ETH comes in and does its thing, and the portion that's going to Fort Knox will buy the diamonds and convert that.
Yeah, it's pretty, given the way where we are in the market at the minute, this is a pretty damn good start you've got here. The fact that this protocol is buying up the Bitcoin at the current prices. Who knows where we're at, but it is stacking it in this 88-day pool for 88 days. And then over here, it's adding every time somebody starts a miner, it's going to be adding for the next 288 days. I've seen a few posts saying that the bear market might be over in another 100 or so days. So maybe this one won't catch the ride up. Maybe this one will. Who knows? But you're pretty happy, and this was all part of the reason for adding this protocol to the ecosystem. Is that it's something that that's DCA buying Bitcoin. If we had protocols DCA buying Bitcoin the last cycle, that would have been probably the best performing protocols about.
Yeah, I mean, I was really salivating at trying to get this out during this cycle, Bitcoin cycle low. So yeah, even if it drops a little more, if we go down to 40 or 48 or 50, I mean, those are still good times. So I'm looking at this as, you can't really time the market just right. So we're DCAing in via the staking pools, and I'm going into staking with my miners. So I'm not looking to sell on the market. When I'll get my tokens out, I'm going to stake them so that I can be part of this. And then I feel like my stake payout is going to increase on the price of Bitcoin alone, whether my stake increased in size. I need to back up and say something though. I mentioned a while ago about the diamonds that's in the handler contract, this fulfiller contract.
Where can we see that?
It's not shown. It's in the background. It's in the code. But basically, the diamonds are not buying. Okay, the ETH only is not buying diamonds to route into Fort Knox. The ETH will come directly and buy wrap Bitcoin that's in there. The reason the diamonds are still sitting there, because when ETH only comes, it will buy those diamonds and crush 20% and send 30% to the Smoke Lounge NFTs. That's what's waiting. So when more ETH comes, it will eventually work through that balance of diamonds. It may take just a couple of weeks to do that, from that supply that's sitting in there right now.
Yeah, just on some of this stuff, I just want to mention as well, Rich, you're talking about ETH, and we've got ETH, Bitcoin, gold, all here. I think one thing that we've been focusing on, the things that we've been building, is to build protocols that, we're still massively involved in everything X28 and Titan X. And all the things that we build will benefit those, but we're building protocols that can use ETH and Bitcoin, and where we can market these things to the wider crypto without people needing to learn all the big, deep complexities of Titan X and what it is. We can, we've got stuff here that we can bring people in with just ETH, and they can learn about these protocols. And then if they, want to dig deeper, then they can start to learn more about our ecosystem.
Yeah. And before we move from this screen, if you add the diamonds value to these, you got $17,500 worth of wrap Bitcoin in just the early participation. So that's pretty dang good.
Yeah, it is. And again, and it's worth saying this time, with more people watching on Thursday night, we've only got 15 people watching at the minute, and everybody will be sleeping on this. Everybody's sleeping on it. These things I don't believe are to be written off at all. We've got there's a pretty solid start to this thing with nobody even looking at it, Rich.
Yeah, it's funny. It's just where we are. And for me, I'm just thinking, I tune all that out myself. I build the project that I'm going to invest in. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I've got a lot invested here, did a lot of investment in diamonds, and I can't wait to get paid on this end of this week to put another stack in here before that miner, before the auction ends. So I'm building things I want to use. Let's just say it that way. I don't know what else.
Welcome to the show, Captain Canada. Good to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. All right, Rich, what else have we got? What else is going on here? I haven't even had a good look around the site yet.
Yeah, so there's nothing there yet until of course, there's no staking. There's nothing sent to the Smoke Lounge. There's no liquid because we didn't launch the LP yet. And the reason we did that is because we're taking gold tokens from the auction and pair them with the wrap Bitcoin that is received through mining. A percentage is sent to an LP ad. Go there. And then you can look to the right. There is $2,100 worth of wrap Bitcoin to be matched up with. Now, all of that won't be used. In fact, it'll take whatever gold is in the auction at the end of the first week's auction. It'll take that amount of gold, and at the current price of gold, it'll pair up with the value of that wrap Bitcoin there. So there's
the gold for the LP is coming from what comes into the auction the first week.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Fucking smart motherfucker.
When you see people manipulate your projects right on the OnStar, you basically take one on the chin and you say, I got to do better. Yeah. And that's what this is about.
Okay. So all right. Why choose wrap Bitcoin per? It's a really fucking interesting pivot from everything else we've got going on.
I think it definitely is. But you know what? I wanted to save Bitcoin and I've never been able to. I had some Bitcoin when it was probably 1,000 a piece and made a few $100s and sold and never regained that. So I thought to myself, when am I going to ever get Bitcoin again? And so this was a way to force me to do it, is just participate in my own project to go in the staking pools and get wrap Bitcoin. And it's my plan that when I get the wrap Bitcoin is to migrate that to the Bitcoin network and self-custody my Bitcoin. So, I mean, that's my strategy.
But I think I think Bitcoin's important. I would never tell anyone to like buy a token if they're like Bitcoin should be a part of your portfolio along with Ethereum, in my opinion.
I think that I could make a point right here that, dude just pointed out a while ago the Helios treasury and the value of all those tokens. And now all those tokens value where they are today. So it's like, this is the prime reason this project is built this way, is you use the token in this day and time when you know what the value is. You won't know what that value of that altcoin is going to be in a few years or even 6 months. What you do know is that the first crypto that arrived on this planet is Bitcoin. And we know where it's at today. And we know that institutions, we know that governments are adopting this. And we're looking at Bitcoin strategic reserves in this country and all the sovereign wealth funds and all these things. The adoption is there. So using the utility token, using the altcoin gold as the utility to get to a means to an end, to sit in the staking pool and earn Bitcoin. And because if the market continues down, you're sitting in Bitcoin. I think you're pretty safe that it's eventually going to turn around. We don't know about the altcoins. We'd like to think so, but we don't know. So you just use it as a tool in the toolbox to get to what you want. So being able to sit in premier tokens, and you can look back in a couple of years and there's hopefully still value there. Yeah, that's kind of the driver behind this. And diamonds.
But at the same time, then, if you're participating here and you're talking about gold as a utility token, if we start to see things like Ethereum start to pump, Titan start to follow up, and then again, if we start to get more participation in Blaze and Diamonds, you're going to catch the sort of altcoin gains and be able to take your gains directly out to Bitcoin at any stage through this protocol. Yeah, that's the kind of the aim here as well. So you've got you being able to use these crazy DeFi altcoin protocols to DCA into Bitcoin, where you're not just getting your Bitcoin exposure. If you do get the upside with the Ethereum DeFi ripping off, you get the exposure to the pump, and you're stacking Bitcoin.
You absolutely do. You almost have the best of both worlds. You got 1 foot in the door and you got one foot on safety ground. You're not sitting in a stable coin. At least you got some upside on both sides of that position.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to touch on here and look at on the Goldmine site?
I think let's look at the stats again. Let's make sure we didn't miss nothing there. Oh, well, you could look at this since you're here. So this is going to start 100 days later, and this was a late modification. I'm anxious for this to take place, but it wasn't needed right out the gate. So I looked at pivoting and sending these gold tokens to the Smoke Lounge because there'll be less supply of gold in the beginning of this project, which means people are mining, they're claiming early, and there won't be as much. So sending gold tokens to the Smoke Lounge in an NFT where someone can go buy them liquid instantly, pay a premium, but yes, they get to have them because there could be money in the auction and they don't have any gold and they don't have time to wait 100 days because that ends in a week. So they could go to the Smoke Lounge, pick up those.
All right, Rich, hold on. Back up a second. What is this reserve page for?
So these are forfeited tokens that are coming into the auction, and after the 100 days, 50% will go into here. Mm-hmm. 50% of the gold tokens will go here and be staked into the gold Fort Knox staking. This will max term stake and never claim. And never come out. But the funds that this reserve gets paid will immediately reinvest back into the two pools, the 88 and the 288. So what it is just to keep funds in the Fort Knox staking payouts. And as soon as it pays out, it goes to zero. You wait for a balance to build back up. Well, this is going to redeposit funds right after it pays out.
It's a protocol owned staking mechanism. Yeah.
Yeah. It it keeps no funds, it reinvests it. And that's really the idea, is just to keep reinvesting. It's also an incentivizer for the user to melt more than they stake. So it's meant to drive users to stake and melt a 3x bonus so that you stay out in front of the protocol stake. So, if you're just going in and you're not putting any commitment, you're going to just stay even kill, and you're not going to top out. Well, it just depends on how much is put in this mechanism. But for me, it drives me to, I want the 1,000% bonus from staking. So I'm going to stake 5,000 and burn 15,000. So I can do that. And then this way, I'm always staying out in front of that. Yeah, put 5,000 in that bracket and then put 15 in the other.
5,000 and in here 15,000.
15 in that one. Now scroll down and look at that.
Burn bonus 45,000. Okay, so 5,000. That's based on just stacking that. Okay, so
you can back that one out, the 15, and look at it again.
5,000. So the burn bonus is massive. Max stake 2,888 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good choice. I like these. I like the long-term stakes are where it's at.
I mean, that's what I learned on, actually, from diamonds. We went with 888 days, and I was looking at my payouts, and I said, well, I'm gonna get my money back. I may do better, I may not, but I'm not gonna be in there long enough to take residual rewards from that. So it's like I went through a big effort to put that stake in there. I want it to be paid longer. So that was the driver behind changing the dates here.
And then again, so just for that 2,888, you're going to be earning Bitcoin, wrap Bitcoin all that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in my mind, if I'm using the stake with the max bonus and I'm making additional miners that are going in the auction, I should get a return on my investment over that period, long before 7 years is up. So I can sit there and earn for the rest of that period.
Yep. Who knows where Bitcoin will
be. Thinking about Helios, every stake I put in Helios, I did the max burn so that I could get that. That bonus is where it's at for me. I mean,
yeah, that's where this original idea came from, wasn't it?
Yeah, I learned that from Dude. I mean, that was the secret sauce. It's a big commitment at the time. Let's just imagine that gold is $1 a piece in 87 days. That's going to be a $15,000 burn.
Bird gone. Yeah, no. All right, let's see stats. You're saying go have a look at the stats. What do you want to look at here?
I just wanted to see if we missed anything here. No, I think we covered that on the diamond side. Oh yeah, let me say something real quick. So I'm going to be adding something here probably tomorrow. In between these two, scroll up a little bit.
Scroll up a little bit.
In between, right under this gold supply, I'm going to put one that says gold mining, and it's basically going to show in mining, claimed, and forfeited. And this is where you're going to be able to currently see how much is in mining, how much was claimed, and what was forfeited.
Just so you can see like future supply, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, right here is actual supply. What we can't see is what's in the production.
Right.
And it was difficult to, like yesterday, I was trying to figure that out. And I was like, I have no way to see this. So that's coming maybe tomorrow.
Nice. Always working hard, always adding features, man. You're fucking hard to keep up with. Always adding stuff. Brilliant. Fair play.
Rode into town with nothing but dust. Spit my last deep, cause I knew that I must. Found me a hill with a vein running deep. Dropped in the bag, watched the miners all week. 100 days waiting for the gold to appear. Day by day the dust disappears. Struck me a vein and the dust turned to shine. 100 days till that gold's all mine. Gold mine, 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 mine. Stake your claim, it's claiming time. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, real gold too. There's only one thing left to do. Gold mine, 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 mine. Stake your claim, it's claiming time. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, real gold too. There's only one thing left to do. Do it.
I just love that video. It's like the Yeehaw video from Diamonds. That was these were the top two videos for me. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're happy with how everything's progressing so far, Rich? Everything's no glitches. The launch went off beautifully smooth.
It was smooth, stress-free, no problem. The only other thing I would say is just if you go back to the site real quick, just show people how to get to the docs, and we can move on to Buildify.
Okay, docs here.
Yeah.
On the YouTuber. Okay. Yeah, and then what's the Telegram, the TG?
Let me read it. Let me get it real quick for you. Mine_for_gold.
So t.me/mine or yeah. That's
Throw it in the chat too. You can just paste it in the chat.
I'll paste it in. All right. Yeah, fair play, Rich. Well done.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
Just we need more users for everything. They're coming.
If you build it, they will come. Actually, that's the Buildify's.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good segue into Buildify. Come on, let's go.
Nice one. Well done. Right, let me remove this. Okay, dude. How long have you been building this protocol?
I don't want to answer that question.
Oh, come on.
I won't fucking answer it. 17 months.
17? Is that how long it ever? Like it almost seems like it was spoken about or an idea almost when we were in the hype phase, or maybe just shortly after.
Yeah, shortly after.
The team was formed in February of the previous year, 2025.
February 25.
When we still had money.
Yeah, February 25, because obviously the run-up was December 20 or end of October.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Wow. But anyway,
we ran into some snags with development, and then like after getting that ran through, we made lots of changes, logic changes on how we wanted it to run, because it felt clunky to us. We were getting close to launch, and then we were just like,
when you say clunky, was that whenever you'd launched the first testnet version?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we had this in testnet months ago, and it was working, it was operating, but we just decided that it wasn't like smooth enough for regular people. And that's my biggest complaint with crypto in general or DeFi specifically, is it's like the normies, they have a hard time trying to figure out how DeFi works. Dealing with your wallet and connecting to it and doing all these things, it's clunky. Yeah. So and with the protocol, like there was a ton of publicly callable functions, like you're launching your token, then you got to initialize the LP, you got to launch the buy and burn if there's one, you got to do this, you got to distribute taxes, there's distributing the leaderboard payouts. Like we just decided that, like, man, there's like, to an average user, like it only takes one person to click it, but like it was just like too much going on. So we revamped all of it, and we've got bots running, operating everything to make that whole thing smoothed out. So like the user doesn't have to do anything. It just automatically works. So that's the biggest improvement that we're super excited about.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Some of the things that I've been working on that I haven't even spoke about, or it hits on exactly the same thing, dude, is trying to simplify some of these really complex protocols. To, even within the Titan-X ecosystem, one of the things that I'm working on is literally just making it so easy that people can just come along with ETH and use just ETH to participate in our ecosystem. Nice and simple. So I remember using the Buildify testnet. I launched a coin on it. I can't even remember what I named it. Hopefully I don't know if it's maybe still there or not. But I'm looking forward here to yeah. Let's bring up the screens here and start looking and digging in, seeing what features are there and what you've added.
Yeah, let's do it. So this is the homepage. I mean, if you go to buildify.win, I put the link in the comments if anyone wants to log in and check it out, launch a token, you can do that. But I think it looks super clean. There's still maybe a few minor things, like we might change the layout of the cards or something, but I think it's running extremely smooth. If I zoom in, is that better to see? There we go.
Yeah, zoom in a little bit more if you can, just so I can see some of the details in these tokens. I'm trying to see if mine is there.
No. We've relaunched the test net since then. So
okay,
this is all fresh. These are all fresh tokens that have been launched in the last week or so.
Okay.
But yeah,
Slim, thanks for tuning in again. And Duke of Booze, another regular, thanks for tuning in again, guys. Go ahead, dude. Sorry.
No. Yeah. I mean, let me have you lead this. Like, what kind of questions do you have, or should I just run through?
Okay. I think the start point of this is, okay, what is it? What the fuck is this thing?
There you go. It's a token launchpad with massive emphasis on fair launch. And what does fair launch mean? It means no insiders, no VCs, no scams, no rugs, like lock liquidity. So participating in a token that's been launched on our platform, you can know that there's lots of safeguards around that. And to us, that's important, especially coming from the Titan-X ecosystem, where that was the biggest thing we pushed.
It's like pump.fun without cunts, is it?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, so fair launch.
Yeah, so and how is it fair launch? This token supply is derived from actual participation. So if you get very little participation, there's going to be a very small token supply. If you get a bunch of participation, the token supply will go up. But as far as the builder goes, they don't get any of the supply. If they want tokens, they have to participate just like anybody else would. And the other biggest thing is there's a mint phase, and you can select anywhere from 28 minutes to 88 days. And during that timeline, that time frame, the price is set, and anybody can get in at that set price. So it's not like it basically eliminates sniper bots, because if there's let's say a 7-day window, a mint phase of 7 days, you have 7 days to go in and mint your tokens at that initial price, at your own leisure. And then at the end of that 7 days, then the token actually gets launched. It automatically gets added straight to Uniswap. Liquidity gets added. That liquidity is locked in our smart contracts, and only then will trading start. And so if like when trading starts, let's say a sniper bot does show up and they're the first buyer when the token launches. They can buy up the token and send it up 10x. And all the people that minted in that 7-day window beforehand already have tokens in their wallet. They could dump on the sniper. So it creates a fair play mechanism where humans can compete with all of the bots, and that's a big thing with AI and bots and all that are not slowing down. It's only going up in this case. So
yeah, so obviously for whenever we were all starting to build in the Titanx ecosystem, the ethos and fair launch and founders not getting any tokens, things getting audited, lock liquidity, all these things are all baked into this protocol as standard, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So anybody can launch. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of just run through all the options. I mean, we can just launch a token, really. So I'm just clicking the build your token button here, and
just quickly, is this on Sepoly at the minute, or where is it?
Yes, it is. We also have BNB as well, testnet BNB.
Okay.
We are going to launch on Ethereum first, and then it's not set in stone, but it's very likely going to be base chain that we launch on after that. We have like 12 chains that we anticipate launching on, and probably roll a new one out every 2 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. We intend to be on all the chains. That every chain that has Uniswap v4, we intend on launching there, because all tokens that get launched on our platform are immediately available on Uniswap. So there's no bonding curve. There's no like you have to get so much for whatever to, it's literally when the token launches, it goes straight to Uniswap immediately. You'll see it on Dex Screener. You'll see it on in any of the DeFi tools. You'll see it there.
Okay, so let's have a look at can you scroll in there a little bit further so we can zoom in so we can see the detail here?
Yeah.
Or build a token. All right, see what our choices are here.
So yeah, I'm just putting the name and the ticker in there. Let me upload, add an image, just random image there. What's the token about? Just showcasing Buildify. Yeah, so the very first thing here is free launch. You can actually launch a token for free if you want, and basically what that does is you're investing nothing in this except for the gas fee to launch it. You are giving the team slight ownership of the token, not ownership. Here it is right here. So support allocation is set to 8%, which we're looking at reducing this actually, now that I'm looking at this. But essentially, if you want to launch for free, you're allowing us to get a small portion of the mint fees that go into that token. I think this token is going to do great. I'll pay for it.
Mint fees, not tokens. Yeah.
And it's fees the wrong word. It's just, so when you mint tokens, you mint with ETH. And then as we go down here, when people mint, they deposit ETH. Where does that ETH go? By default, 97% of that ETH goes into the LP. And then you've got 3% going to the platform leaderboard, which we can go into that later. So this is just the default. Like if you are just a simple meme token, you don't really know anything, you don't want to mess with any of these additional options, you can literally just put in a name, a ticker, an image, and launch it. Just go for $8. That's the total cost just for a standard token.
Okay.
Then if you want to go and then obviously you can add all your socials if you want. But for the more experienced people that want more options in this, you can set the mint price. You can set the fair launch duration, which is default of 8 hours. We can set it
So
to
that
as little
means-
as
Yeah. So when you say that, that's the period that anybody wants tokens can mint them. So can you set the maximum amount of tokens that can be minted?
no.
Okay.
I mean, why would you want to limit the amount of ETH coming into your token?
Yeah, it's just so if you set the token at a price of a dollar, and you get 100 minted.
Right. It's set in terms of ETH.
Okay.
Because we're not like, it's you're minting with ETH, so the price is set in terms of ETH. So you can go as little as 1, like where 1 ETH equals 1 token, if you want to do that.
Yeah.
And so, if 100 ETH comes in, that's a ton of ETH, but there's only going to be 100 token supply.
Yeah.
It's up to you on how you want to do it.
So fair launch duration what's the maximum? Sorry,
88 days.
88 days. Interesting. And the minimum 8 hours.
28 minutes.
28 minutes. Okay.
And we chose that because narratives come and go super fast. You've got tokens that hardly even last 30 minutes sometimes with some narratives. So if you've got something hot that you're trying to launch, 28 minutes is still long. It's long enough to allow people to see it and participate. You've got 28 minutes essentially before trading goes live. That's, if you're there on the ground floor, that's enough time to get your wallet situated, get your tokens where they need to be, mint them, all those things. We felt like you can still fairly launch at that. But any less than that, like if it was 5 minutes, you could argue, is that really a fair launch if people have 5 minutes to get in? So, and then like I said, up to 88 days, that's like super fair launch. You've got damn near 3 months to get it figured out if you want to participate or not.
Yeah.
So, and also to point out, like all of these options, we're only going to be adding more options as we go. As we mature and we continue adding to this, it's just going to get more and more in depth. But always defaulting. If you don't want to go into any of this, you don't have to. It's already all defaulted to set settings and launch as it is. But,
okay, so this is it's still quite hard to see there. I know you probably can't scroll in much more, but that's saying mint distribution, so you can chop and change where the ETH coming in gets distributed to. Yeah.
Yes, that's what this is. So if you want to get paid, you can set up to 8% on that.
Okay.
And so, and you see when you're doing that, you're basically taking away from the liquidity though. So it's a delicate balance on how you want this token to look. And then there's additional support. And we've got that just for like, you want to support a buy and burn, or you want to support a charity, you want to support anything. You can put any address you want in there and it'll allocate to that address.
Okay.
And yeah.
What's that max out at? 8? Okay.
8%. Yeah.
Okay.
Buy and burn. We all love buy and burns, right?
No.
If they get used, yes.
No.
For
For Build I love it. I love it.
Buy and sit, buy and do fuck all. Don't even buy. Just with the band burns, just to sit there.
Sorry to
What-
derail.
What's the maximum you can put for your band burn?
69%.
All right, okay.
And that's basically because that drops your LP down to 28%, and we've decided that like 28% is the absolute minimum we want going towards the liquidity of a token. We don't want an illiquid token here, so that's basically why that's capped out. So if I add the creator back to 8%, so now the bind burns maxed at 61 because. Just when you play with the sliders, you'll find that it'll reduce from other sections to keep it at 100%. So you've just got to be careful with that.
Okay, so additional support, band burn, external staking. What's that?
This is currently the only option is Aave, but we'll definitely be adding more as we go. This is one of my favorite options. It really adds sustainability to any token. So let's say you set it at 10%, 100 ETH goes in, 10 ETH is going to get sent to Aave and staked on the Aave platform where it earns more ETH. And then you can kind of go down here, external staking. We'll select Aave. And then you can have a yield receiver. Buy and burn internal staking, which is like staking your token or adding to the LP. So again, I mean, let's just say the buy and burn. So with that, you've got 10 ETH sitting in Aave earning ETH forever. And that ETH is just constantly getting dripped into a buy and burn that's buying up your token and burning it.
What else is on the drop down there in the yield receiver at the minute? Just the band burn?
Internal staking. So that's
No, sorry, just the word say the one you're on there where it say you've selected buy and burn. Is there other options there at the minute? Oh,
yeah, internal.
Okay.
Yeah. So what that is there will be staking rewards. So people can stake your Alley token on the platform to earn ETH. So
How does
like
that work?
how does it work? I mean,
works on the you do this on the Buildify platform?
Yes. Yeah. I'll show you when we launch, or I can show you on another token. But essentially there's a stake option you go to the token page, there's a stake button, you can stake your tokens, and then you'll earn ETH or more tokens in this case.
So when you choose internal staking, right above it, you have to turn it away from Aave?
No. So this is external staking is we're staking ETH in an external platform, in this case, Aave. The yield from that platform, the yield from Aave is going to internal staking, which is your token. Maybe there's a better way to describe that, because maybe that is confusing with external and internal staking.
No, I think
we can work on that.
I think it's pretty. When you explain it, it is pretty clear. I just didn't. I didn't see what was on the drop down menu.
And then the other option is the primary LP. So in this case, you're earning ETH yield from Aave, and that ETH is going to add liquidity to your token forever. And to me, like that, those are just like the token can never die in situations like that, because you've always got it backed by some amount of ETH in an external platform that's earning yield and always going into your token.
Yeah. Nice feature. Really nice feature.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Did you put additional support? Let's go into that one in detail. Unless you were headed somewhere else. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, go ahead. What do you like about it?
So this is how it comes into play for the communities that we're offering this to, is maybe they're in Yi token or Pepe or another token, and they want to know how to use this and benefit. So they build on top of their token, Pepe or whatever, and they can also put the contract address for the buy and burn of that token if it has one. If it doesn't, I don't. We can. You can choose an address here to put additional support. So in the case where in TitanX we have a lot of buy and burns, you could direct these funds right into. It's got to be an ETH pool, right, dude? It's got to.
Yeah, it's got to be able to receive ETH.
Mm-hmm. Which that's what TitanX does have. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see.
This is how I see that as benefiting our communities that want to support their own token, is figuring out how to use the additional support. But you got to have an ETH pool. Yep. So there it is.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's got.
Again, No Spoon. Sorry, dude. Just want to say hello to No Spoon.
Yeah, I feel like everyone on the team's got their own favorite aspects of it, and that's what we're loving about the platform in general is there's 1,000 different variations of options you can go through, and we have tons of additional stuff that we've already got planned in a phase 2. Like we just want to get through launch, but that doesn't mean we're done building. There's tons of options that we want to add.
What's the maximum you can put into external staking?
69%.
69. That's a fucking nice one. Just the fact that you can add to the platform. I know you've only got Aave there at the minute, but it's fucking pretty cool that you can add more to that in the future. There's a lot of things to play around with already. But that's I really like that. You can put so much into external staking, and the fact that you can be offering more ways to put the capital to use in the future is a good one. Like,
right.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Darko and his concerns on marketing. The entire team agrees that the biggest marketing is the community themselves. And it's hard to see, like we come from TitanX, and TitanX is, it's non-existent right now. It's at the bottom of the barrel as far as community and hype and all those things. As builders, we can see the future and that coming back, but it's hard. But let's just say like Pepe, is an easy example or just any community that's up and coming. They've got a strong community. They're they're just super hyped about their ecosystem. Well, here you can launch a token paired with that token, with Pepe or TitanX, DragonX, like any token you want, you can whitelist that token. I won't say any token. It has to meet certain requirements, but essentially you can pair your token with your favorite token. And we all know what that means. That's like a leverage play, like Rich is excited about Bitcoin. He's pairing gold with the Bitcoin token. You can do that here. Or if you're excited about Pepe, you can launch your token on Pepe. And then if Pepe does a 2x, by default, your token does a 2x on top of it because it's a leverage play. And that's something that no other token launchpad has. You're launching tokens, you're launching on ETH, or you're launching on whatever that base token is. On here, you'll be able to launch on USDT, USDC, Bitcoin, all the top tokens will be available to pair your token with. And then as far as, so let's say you're in Pepe, you launch a token on Pepe. Now you have the Pepe community backing you in your token, and that community is shilling the token, which is bringing people to the Buildify platform. So it's more so like appealing to communities for them to promote their own tokens, their own communities that they're building on, and that's where the market share is going to come from, where the users are going to come from.
See that primary automatic. That is there any other drop down options at the minute?
I mean, you can add additional LPs. You can do all that you want. So you can launch on, pair with Titan X and X28 and Dragon X. Say you're bullish on all three of those tokens. You can pair on with all three of those tokens.
Fuck.
Up to 50 tokens. You can launch a token with 50 LPs out the gate.
And here's the good thing about it. Every successful launch will be buy pressure for your token. Just getting the LPs formed.
Right, because ETH is coming in on mints. So let's go back up here. So right now, it's at 61% LP. So you get 100 ETH coming in. That's 61 ETH that comes in for LPs. 61 ETH is coming in, and you're pairing with Titan X, X28, and Dragon X. All of that ETH has got to buy Titan X, X28, Dragon X to then pair with your token. So now you've just got 61 ETH coming into the ecosystem, buying up these three tokens to pair with yours. And that's all buy pressure off the market, pure support for whatever token you're building on.
We bringing back Titan X right here.
And if you're not a Titan X fan, that's cool, because we're gonna have so many tokens that you can support. All the top tokens on all the chains will be available for you to support. And again, that's what we're saying. The marketing is going to come from within those communities. With Pepe, all the people that are launching tokens on Pepe, that ETH's got to go buy Pepe to create that LP. And so they can share that with all the Pepe community, and then they're going to cheer on all of those tokens.
This part's pretty fucking impressive too. The fact that you can select so many LPs, and I definitely personally wouldn't be launching with a shit ton, but the fact that you can do that, it has the complexity to do that, is impressive, man. Fucking nice.
And if your token's not whitelisted to build on, you could quickly choose your token to be whitelisted, and then you can build on it, and then you can launch all these paired LPs. There's a lot of support coming for communities for this project. I can't wait to get it out.
All right, scroll on down, dude. What's the next bit here?
Buy sell tax. It's another one that hotly debated. I personally
50 LPs with taxes. Let's fucking go. Forget about everything else. You fucking 28-minute launch, 10% tax, 50 LPs. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. 10%. All right, and then where do you want that tax to go? So
me, all back to me. Fuck them all.
Token creator, that's auto selected. There you go, 100%. But no, let's add another receiver here. Let's see. You can just straight burn your token, going more to adding to the LP, additional support, the external staking. So you could be adding to your Aave position through taxes. Another amazing thing. Again, I love that. Internal staking, you can have people staking the token, and then as buying and selling is happening, they're earning more of that token. And then also supporting your own leaderboard pool, which again, we can kind of go into later on why that's important. But let's just say external staking.
Tax rate 10%, token creator. Okay, and then what's in the drop downs there? Sorry, you've got external stake and token creator. What else is in the drop down?
Burn token, add to the LP.
It doesn't show up on the screen. Maybe it just shows up whenever you're looking at it. Does it?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's not showing the drop down.
Yeah, go call them out for me, please.
So the token builder,
Yeah.
burn, just straight burn your token,
Mm-hmm.
add to the LP, additional support,
Yeah.
which is whatever address you're putting up at the top, external staking, Aave, internal staking,
Yeah.
people staking your token, and the leaderboard pool.
Okay.
So remove this. External, Aave. Yep. Buy and burn. So the buy and burn, it runs automatic. There's no
Call buttons.
there's no owner per se on this. There's no control. You set a speed essentially from very low to very high, and it just runs, and it's just gonna get called at whatever the time frame it's set to, and there's no central control on this. There's no like this. The builder does not control the buy and burn. They select a speed and then it runs at that speed
That's
until it
I,
runs.
I really like that. The fact that you just set the speed and it just keeps on going at that. There's no even changing of this speed after it's launched.
Correct.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
next. Fuck's sake, if we had that in Titan X and Dragon X, there'd be no supply left.
There'd be no money left either.
Yeah, exactly. But again, like it with this, you can set your external staking yield receiver to the buy and burn, and now your buy and burn never runs dry because you've got ETH sitting in Aave earning ETH, and that ETH is going into your buy and burn, and now you've got forever buying and burning of your token. Like to me, that's just it. Literally cannot die. The token will never die.
Kind of epic that you think I've used launch pads before, and there's nothing like this out there. Well, I've never come across anything like it. There's so much stuff here that obviously we've learned from building over these last couple of years. You've incorporated so much of the good parts into this thing.
Yes. And again, with Rich's sentiment on like he's building stuff that he wants to participate in. That's the same thing that we've done is we're building something that we want to see in DeFi that we don't think exists that should exist. This is something. What drew me to the Titan X eco in the first place were those morals and those ethics that we have in fair launch tokens and having a community with the build on Titan X. Like this encompasses all of that, and we're bringing that to every community on blockchain. So not just Titan X. We're to Pepe again. Like I feel like an easy example there.
This is exactly why I think we can't be written off here at all, dude. People thinking that this ecosystem is dead, that all this stuff that we've built in the past is just going to be forgotten. This is proof that we're here learning all the time and building stuff. People think DeFi hasn't evolved or whatever. Some of the stuff that both of you guys have even showed here tonight is showing that it's evolving, and I've no doubt in my mind that whenever people are coming back looking for things to participate in, we've got some of the best stuff available out there in all of Ethereum and all of crypto. And some of the changes you've made here, this thing looks fucking slick for sure.
And then so I'm ready to launch, and now it's $8 base cost. I guess I can kind of run into that. There's a breakdown on the cost here. So the base launch fee is $8. And then we added additional LPs. So that was $4. added a buy and burn, $2. You know, every module is a small add-on fee. And thinking about this, like, if you were to like pay a developer to code all this and launch this, you know, and then audit it, you're looking at, you know, 50K or whatever, like something ridiculous. And maybe with AI you can get it a little cheaper, but still, then it's, you got to get it audited, all of those things.
Yeah.
Here you're paying $20 or
It's
free.
Too cheap, man. It's too cheap. It's too cheap.
Less than lunch, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Fucking.
And then you've got the option to pay with ETH, USDC, or USDT. I'm gonna just go ahead and elect.
Like, let's be real here. For what you're throwing out here, what you're giving somebody the capability to build, for $20 there, man, that's fucking insane.
It really is.
And people are not even, people using this are not even going to realize the depth and yeah, fucking hell.
They're not. And again, so bam. All right. So tokens launched. Ali Vibin is here. I said it's 28 minutes, so you got the countdown timer here. It's the ETH price. What did we set on it? 0.01 ETH per alley is what the price we set for it was. So 0.01 ETH will get you 1 alley token.
And that's at the minute that's on Sepolia. So if I have SAP ETH, I can go and mint.
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh, shit. You sure? You should.
I'm bullish on this. I'm going to put in 0.7 ETH.
Woo!
It's going to mint me 70 alley tokens, you know.
Nice.
So let's mint that. Confirm.
One of the strategies that I see in this is that as we appeal to these communities, what they could do is band together. So let's just imagine you got 100 people in a community. If 100 people launch their own token and everybody agrees to support each other's token, all that, and if those tokens launch with the minimum participation needed, all that is buy pressure for the underlying token they're trying to support, the Pepe or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so many things. But yeah, and like so as users, you know, want to explore and participate, they just come over here. There's the tokenomics section. It shows total supply 70 alley. That's, you know, me minting. You can come down to the top holders. I am the only holder right now with 92% of the supply. But you can see where is my ETH going. You can see LP 61% is going to the LPs. You can select the drop down. Oh, it's going to Titan X, X28, Dragon X. In these, it's got a buy and burn. It's going to the external stake in Aave. And then the other thing
that is fucking epic. Just the fact that you can set like you did mention that it is instant buy pressure for the tokens that you're pairing with then as well. Yeah, fucking love it.
I did forget to mention that when you're building on a token that's not ETH, there's an additional 5% that's locked on there that goes to supporting that token's liquidity. So our main LP, see it says primary here is Titan X. Yeah. So there was a 5% fee that went to supporting Titan X, and what that is it's buying Titan X with that ETH and adding to the Titan X ETH liquidity pool. And so it's every token that's launching, supporting, building on another token, you're by default increasing the liquidity of that token, that underlying token.
For a specific community, this could it could fucking do a lot for a small community, and no, it could do a lot for Titan X, X28. Never mind a small community, but just imagine you did have some, like you say, some token that has maybe a a few hundred users, and all those users start to fucking use this thing. It does create a lot of activity and a lot of support for that token.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I was.
And again, going back to marketing, like it's on those communities, they're incentivized now to promote these tokens because it's supporting the underlying token. So even if you don't care about Alley per se, like it's built on TitanX, so the TitanX community will help support Alley in this token because it's supporting TitanX and DragonX and X28. But same thing, you're launching on Pepe, you're going to automatically gain the support of the Pepe community because 5% of the ETH that goes into your token is buying up Pepe and adding it to the liquidity. It's making the liquidity of that community's stronger.
Nice.
So
Here, I just gotta bounce out 1 second. I'll be back in a minute.
Doing a great job there, dude.
yeah, I don't want to go into the leaderboard pool, but I kind of want Allie to come back. So let me see what else. Yeah, I mean, we can kind of go to what a live token looks like as well. So like I said, in 22 minutes, this token is going to close. The fair launch token price is going to close. And what that means is you can no longer mint the tokens. The total supply is capped at that point. The LP is then created on Uniswap and trading begins. And like I said, these 70 Alley tokens that I minted, they're already in my wallet right now, just waiting for trading. As soon as the LP is created, trading's enabled, I can dump 70 Alley tokens on the market if I wanted to.
So the LP gets created as soon as that 21 minutes ticks off.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Automatically, no button to call, no.
Nothing. Yeah, automatically created. Yeah.
So whenever the person pays if I launch a token, how does it know the gas fee that it's going to be to launch all this?
It doesn't. We've got a bot that's paying that gas fee to do it. And essentially we're using, you paid $20 to launch this token. A portion of that's going to go towards running this platform. I mean, we're paying a dozen services to get this website operational, and all of the stuff that we've got that's going to go to support all that. So we're using a lot of that for gas fees to be able to execute all these transactions. We're also running the buy and burn. We're creating the Aave stake. We're collecting the yield from the Aave.
That's why I mentioned it. Doesn't seem like $20 is going to be enough to cover all that. Or obviously you've got that. I know you've got that figured out.
Yeah, some of it is reimbursed. Like for the buy and burns, traditionally there's an incentive fee for a person to click the button to execute the buy and burn. We're basically paying ourselves that fee to run the buy and burn. So the buy and burn, and we can set that fee to be exactly what we're paying in gas. And so if gas cost is super low, that incentive fee can be automatically dropped super low. And we're only reimbursing ourselves exactly what it's costing us to run that function. Same thing with Aave. So we can, whatever the gas fee is to claim the yield from Aave, we can reimburse ourselves with that, exact amount. So if it costs 20 cents to claim, we'll reimburse ourselves 20 cents worth of ETH, and then the rest of it goes to where it's supposed to go.
Right. Okay. Now you were mentioning there about the leaderboards and stuff.
Yes.
All right, give me 1 second. You get the leaderboards up there. I just want to play a short video.
Inferno was the spark. Inferno X is the wildfire. Born on Ethereum, forged for the multiverse. This is Inferno X, the Omnichain evolution. Every Inferno becomes Inferno X. Half is burned forever. The rest sent into battle to buy and burn again. Control it all from Mission Command. App Inferno.win. Your portal to domination. Liquidity locked. Scarcity engineered. No inflation. No mercy. When Inferno X flips the original, opportunities ignite, but supply tightens. Inferno X pairs with Omnichain Titan X, extending fire across all realms. This isn't a fork. This is a transformation.
That's an old one. Just to show that things have not been forgotten about, we are continually working on the things that are already out there. Inferno X is on that list. So
and Inferno will be whitelisted day one. If you're an Inferno bull, you can launch a token on Inferno from day one.
And that's so on Buildify, you can immediately pair with Inferno in your settings.
Yes.
Nice. Love it.
Yes, we're whitelisting every single Titan X token, non-tax token in the ecosystem.
Ali, click on the smoke lounge right there.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Has to do it. Oh, there.
Oh, that's dude. Got it. Okay.
Yep. 18 days ending if you want to mint some smoke lounge tokens. It's right here.
Right, where's this leaderboard?
All right. So
what else you didn't show Ali is the boosting and sharing on X and stuff like that.
yeah, I can do that real quick. So you can just very similar to like Deck Screener, you can pay for a boost. I'll do a week-long boost here. And these prices are not set, when we're very likely going to have reduced pricing out the gate. There'll be fluctuating pricing, but essentially, so I'm just electing to pay to boost this token for a week. And what that means is you'll see it scrolling across the top bar of every page on our website. So you can see at the top, there's token scrolling. Ali Vibin's going to be on there now. It's for additional visibility.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. And then there's also thumbs up and thumbs downing tokens for additional visibility. We can go more on that, but the leaderboard.
Darko will be in there, thumbs down and everything.
Yeah.
You got to pay for points to do it.
Yeah. So when you
pay to bring your negative sentiment too.
Yeah. So when you launch tokens, when you mint tokens, when you trade tokens, all of these things earn you points. So basically everything you do on this platform will earn you points, and then you can allocate those points to thumbs up, thumbs downing tokens, and also boosting them on the leaderboard, which I think is going to be the main use case for points.
That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch, because you know, obviously in Deck Screener you get people just coming in, hitting the fucking shit emoji. And they're fucking, you don't know who they are. At least in this, it's good to see you've got, you have to have points to be able to do stuff like that.
Right. You really have to have conviction on thumbs up, thumbs down something, for sure. So then there's the platform leaderboard. So what this is it runs on a 2-week schedule. On testnet, it's running on 2 days, just so that we can do additional testing. But on mainnet, it'll be a 2-week epoch. And what that means is every 2 weeks, tokens will participate in getting ETH payouts. Right now, there's only one. Let's see. Let me sell another token real quick to get it on the.
Somebody's doing the dishes in the background there.
Yeah. Someone's got to do them.
That's it.
right,
Keep on
so-
scrubbing.
All right, I'm making a buy of my kitty real quick, just to get some trading volume on it. So the leaderboard, every 2 weeks there's a payout.
Yeah.
Like right now there's 0.94 ETH in the pool. You get ranked by trading volume. So the more trading volume your tokens got, the higher up in the rankings you'll be.
Okay.
Mm.
And then what okay, so what's the say there are 50 coins in the leaderboard, who gets the 9 ETH every couple of weeks? The 0.9.
It's the top 5 token performers.
Okay. What
They buy
happens?
them.
Do they get it? Do they get an equal split?
No, it's like I can't tell you the exact. I can pull it up in the docs, but it's
No, it's fine.
like
It's like a sliding scale. The winner gets the most, and the next gets
yeah,
a little
yeah. It's
bit
like
more.
40, 30, 20, 10%,
And
something like that.
what does that get used for? What way? When they get the ETH, what can they do with it? Where does it go?
It goes straight to a buy and burn. So
Okay. What if it doesn't? What if the token doesn't have a buy and burn? It'll do it
It will-
automatically.
it'll automatically create a buy and burn and deposit
Okay.
that ETH into that token.
Nice. Okay.
So you don't have to have one. Everyone's competing. And this is if your token is paired with ETH. So all the ETH tokens are competing here. So see, I made a couple of trades to get these tokens on here. And so, yeah, it'll be the top. And you can see right here, projected payout. This one's looking at 0.09, 0.05, 0.03.
Okay. I see that.
Top 5 tokens.
Nice. Okay.
And it's paying out 20% of the pool balance every 2 weeks. So if there's 1 ETH in the pool, 0.2 ETH is getting paid out. So it's never draining the pool balance. It's just slowly dripping it out every 2 weeks to the top tokens.
And just explain to me again then how that's filling up.
There's the 3% on every token that launches on the platform. 3% is allocated to this leaderboard pool.
Okay.
So every token that launches is adding some ETH to this. And then, like I said, so there's again going to be a competition with communities. You want your token to win a buy and burn, you're going to be promoting, hey, you can see here, oh, we're, $100 behind the next spot. If we can get $100 more trading volume, it'll bump us up and we'll earn more buy and burn. It turns it into a competition between all the communities. And now you're getting even more people wanting to hype up their communities on top of other people's communities. And going back to marketing, like this is a huge marketing tool. Because it's incentivizing people with real ETH to buy and burn their token for people to participate. So, and it's like I said, it's on trading volume as well. It's not just thumbs ups or whatever. Like it's on actual participation on the token.
Yeah, no, it's crazy thinking what something like this would have done. The participation this thing would have had, in those 3 months whenever we were all launching tokens and building projects on TitanX. When you had 20,000 people in the TitanX Telegram and tokens coming out. All those obviously they were all big builds, but if this thing would have had so much participation in a market like that, and it's I suppose you're building it now for the hope that that's what's coming again.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'll be interesting to see like what communities really, get on board with this. This will be something that I think the team will really be watching, this leaderboard, like who's really on board here, who's really interested in promoting themselves and getting on this.
So the communities have their own leaderboard too, right?
Yes. Yeah. So once.
Holy shit, hold on a second. Mike Dean in the house.
Mike. Hey, Mike.
Everybody's coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Promoting pulse chain garbage. Come on, Mike.
P.I. to $1. $1.
Yeah.
Where they say
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. What's up, Mike? All right, so here's an example. This is a Moon 8 token that we launched on the platform. And trading fees, that's something we hadn't really talked about as well, that I didn't even really go through on here when you're launching a token. Custom LP fees. So if you don't select this, so with the Alley token, 20% of the LP fees are routing to the leaderboard pool on the Alley token itself. So let me go back and show you what I'm saying. So Moon 8's had buys and sells trading. It's accumulated 1.2 ETH in the Moon 8 leaderboard. So okay. Moon 8 is built on ETH. It's got two pairs, ETH and X28. The primary pair is ETH. So it's competing on the ETH leaderboard.
Yes.
Now you've got, once it hits 1 ETH in the pool, it now becomes certified. And what that means is it's automatically whitelisted, and you can launch new tokens on top of this token. So
once it gets that threshold, then Moon 8, people can just use it. It's whitelisted for people to pair instantly with Moon 8. Exactly. Yeah. And now those tokens, so you see there's two tokens competing here. I can select it here. What this is, we got Burn token and Moon Element. These two tokens, their primary LP is the Moon 8 token. And so these tokens are competing for ETH payouts every 2 weeks, just the same. And so there is a lot even below the surface here.
Yeah. Leaderboard within the leaderboards.
Yeah. all automatic. And that's what, we were saying is like, it got so complex. We love all the complexity, but like having bots automatically run this whole platform makes everything so much smoother and simple for the end user. You don't even have to necessarily know all of the workings of it. It just works. Yeah.
A lot of people using it will not give a shit about how anything works. So just come in, play around with the sliders and launch it.
They'll give a shit if it stops working.
True.
Yeah, no, we have imagined most people, and that's why like when you go to the build token, like all there is the name, ticker, image, and then launch. Like we imagine 95% of people launching tokens, that's as far as they want to go, because that's what they're accustomed to on any other launch pad. There are no options. It's just name, ticker, image, launch. So we anticipate that same, crowd coming here. And then maybe slowly they start scrolling down and going, oh, what's all this other shit here? Oh, there's all kinds of advanced features, and that's, I think that's when people will start understanding, getting a deeper understanding of what could be in a DeFi token.
Yeah. So, okay. Is there anything else you want to cover? I think you kind of give us a good overview of everything. Before we move on, then, is there anything else you want to mention?
I mean, this is coming soon. It's live on testnet. If you don't have Sepolia ETH, message us in Telegram. We'll shoot you some ETH. We'll send you $1 million USDC. We'll send you whatever you need to play around with this. And before we go live on mainnet, you'll be able to experience all of it. Launching in July, launching on 12 blockchains soon after. Keep an eye out on Telegram. Follow us on X. All
I got a
that good
birthday on the 21st, so we might get launched on my birthday
stuff.
or sooner.
Obviously, a couple of things I want to ask. This took, obviously, it did take a long time to build. The audit's already done.
Yeah, the contracts are complete, audited, fully ready to go. Yeah. We've just been fine tuning the website itself and
Okay.
the bots that are operating in the background that are launching tokens, running the buy and burn, all those things we've been fine tuning.
Nice. Okay. So July. All right. So Gold's just launched. Buildify's coming in July. Yeah.
Spill some beans, Ali. What you got?
No, I'm not spilling fuck all yet. I'm keeping all my shit quiet. It's just when I was saying at the start of the stream that hopefully tonight we can show that we have never give up on this ecosystem. You're already built, and it's whatever he said, it was 18 months or something, 17 months. This thing has been in the works. Great looking product that can be used by anybody outside TitanX. And there's going to be features in there that if people find this thing, they're going to end up seeing things about TitanX. Maybe, when they see these drop downs, they go, all right, well, what's that? Why is that there as one of the first choices? So I think with you, Rich, you've obviously got gold out. You're part of Buildify as well, but I know it keeps talking about infrastructure, but infrastructure features, DeFi protocols. We've got everything in this ecosystem, and I just hope people really do start to find us, whenever they're looking for somewhere to play around.
We'll be here for when the market comes back.
100%, absolutely.
Yeah, so I agree. We got everything we need. I'm just building on, like Dude said earlier, we're building on projects we have, or you said it, I don't know who, but that's all I'm doing. I'm really building on stuff that I've invested in that I want to see the investment have a value in the future. Yeah. Still bullish on TitanX. Couldn't be more bullish. We don't know when our day is coming, but it's coming.
Well, we'll keep on saying whatever it does, we're fucking ready. We're ready for it. Dude, have you got more in the pipeline in terms of different things, or because I know for me, I've been working on a few things, and I've said before, I'm kind of coming to the stage where I haven't even spoke about most of these things, but they're built, they're ready, or they're close to being built and ready and finished. But I'm at the point where you imagine the market, whenever things start to turn, we get another bull run. I have all the things built that I want to launch through that period of time, and they all benefit the things that we have already built. So personally, I don't need, I've been fucking deep working in the background here, and I don't need to keep building anymore. I've already built the stuff that I want to bring to market in the future. Is that the same case for you, or where are you sort of at? I haven't had a conversation with you for a while. Are there other things you're working on at the minute in the background, or is Buildify the main thing at the minute?
Buildify has been like 80% of my attention in the last few months as we get closer and closer to launch. I've had plenty of other ideas and projects that have been on the shelf that are always there, but I don't really have much interest in exploring those at the moment. I would say for me, I would say the next priority for me is E280. I have contracts that are 95% complete, and about to go into audits for upgrades on E280 that I think will really help support it. I would say E280 is my favorite token that I've launched, and I really have lots more that I want to do with it. And to me, it shows a lot of potential. Also, let me share this real quick since I'm talking about E280. I built a Dune dashboard to kind of show off at a glance. So this is the supply, which makes me laugh because this is a deflationary token. You're like, well, how the hell is the supply going up? What it is NFTs getting burned. The only way supply is coming to the market is by burning an NFT. And we're seeing people do that. They burn NFTs. They take all the tokens they get, dump it on the market. That was the design. So that you don't have to put it on OpenSea and wait for a buyer and all that. It's backed by tokens. So this chart right here, I really like seeing. This is the last year, the total NFT supply across all the chains over the last year. And we're looking at 7,850 a year ago. Today, 7,306. So that's roughly 500 NFTs out of 7,000 that have been burned in the last year. This number, this chart is down only. You can never mint a new NFT ever again. And this is what I'm excited about seeing, is adding more and more features to E280 and continuing to build it out, continuing to add more protocol owned LPs and real yield from external protocols, like Aave. There's lots of things that I love about that. And E280 is unstoppable.
Yes, see, this is the thing with the game where I'll hit back, and that that people are giving up and people are walking away and saying that things like crypto's dead, DeFi's dead, whatever. The conviction that you're showing is what I believe will see us through. As soon as anything starts to change in this market, this is the kind of stuff that you're looking here. You're looking long term. You're building long term, and you're always continually adding things for the that will continue to benefit the protocol for years to come. So you think what these things could be. It seems silly almost saying it now, but think where it could be in 10 years time. If ETH is up at 10, 20, 30, whatever it may be in the future, it pulls all these protocols can come back to life in a heartbeat with a little bit of turn.
Yeah. And E280 will absolutely be there. It has mechanisms in it that will buy and burn this token forever, as long as the Ethereum blockchain, it doesn't even need Ethereum because it's on several chains at this point. So, and it's holding Bitcoin and ETH and X28. It's BNB. Like, it has protocol owned liquidity of tokens that are never going to die, in my opinion. So in 10 years, E280 will be there. And I'll tell you, the NFTs will still be burning all the way 10 years down the road, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I think for me, over time, we continue to build here. We will crank up the market as well, and people want to hear more. But I think some of the stuff we've got built here is better than things that have been launched before. It's just improvements, and I think we're on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have conviction for it. It's time will tell.
Time will tell. Rich, anything else you want to mention tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm right back in the kitchen cooking again for Smoke Lounge. Obviously, we send in diamonds to Smoke Lounge NFTs. Gold nugget NFTs will be in the Smoke Lounge. So I'm right away getting started with development on that. I expect to have that out in early August because, as you said, I'm part of Buildify, and that's priority right now. So we're using the same dev, and he's tired. He's tired. So I said, man, go take you a break. We'll get this done as soon as we get Buildify on the runway.
All right.
Yeah.
Plenty of stuff happening.
Project 28 is a permanent liquidity engine for the X28 ecosystem. X28 transformations are one of the most, if not the most powerful burn mechanics in Titan X. The potential to drive demand and reduce supply is enormous, but right now it is underutilized. Project 28 is the infrastructure being built to help unlock that potential. Project 28 doesn't.
Ooh.
Thank you for posting that. I'm glad you.
That's just one of the things that I'm working on, but we'll cover that in another stream. Just to, again, like one of the main things, I've got a lot of energy back. It's I was buzzing to get on the stream tonight and talk to both of you guys, just because things that you've been working on for such a long period of time. We've got diamonds out, Rich, and now gold's there. You kind of see that as the final piece of your puzzle. All right, you're adding more with all the different NFTs and things in the smoke lounge. But to see what you've never stopped. You've continued working. Same for you, dude. You've always been here in the background, always working. And to see both of you get these new projects launched when people are giving up, people are thinking that it's over. You're saying, you're proving that this thing only fucking dies if we stop. If we just take the same road as everybody else, we stop, we give up. That's how it dies. It's not fucking dead. We just keep on working, keep on building, and that again, that's all we can do. And the main thing I wanted to hopefully I got across tonight is that that we are not dead. We are not giving up. We're only going to keep working. And for me, you've got these projects out, they're ready to go. These are big, detailed, awesome DeFi protocols, which again, in my opinion, is probably better than most of the stuff that's getting built out there. So again, I'm excited for my own stuff. I'm excited to see Buildify out, but I'm more excited to see what they do. We get these things in. I'm more excited to see what they do over the next couple of years rather than just whenever they launch. I know for you, Rich, it's not a big deal right at this minute in time to get a shit ton of participation in gold, because these things that we're working on and that we're building, they're not short-term things anymore. They don't need the fucking hype. When the hype comes, they will already be out. They will already be built. They will be the infrastructure that helps all this stuff grow and bring more and more people in. So hopefully we got that message across tonight.
Yeah. I built gold mine and diamonds for the bear market intentionally. So yeah, I couldn't agree more.
All right, dude, anything you want to say before we start wrapping up?
I think I've said enough.
Yeah, you can always tell you what. Well, that's one thing you can always count on, dude, to talk endlessly about his protocols.
No, he did a great job giving us the meat and the bone for Buildify. I couldn't have done that good of a job. So
we're gonna have tons of shorts. Like it's a lot to digest. So we understand that, and we're gonna have lots of really short 90-second videos of like breaking down every section, explaining what they all are on the website. So as you're going, you can, what is this? And you can watch a 90-second short on what that is and what it does.
Yes, and again, you're focusing on that. I think some of these things are, Buildify is very, very easily marketable. There's so much in terms of just marketing the protocol itself, but all the tokens that are getting launched on it, like you say, those communities, those people launching, those are just going to be marketing your product for you as well. Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, it was good to see you again after, I don't think we've streamed together for maybe 4 or 5 months, something like that.
4 years. It's been a long time.
It's 4 crypto years. Yeah.
And hopefully, yeah. So it got to a point where I was almost going, I need a break from streaming. Fuck this. It felt like for a while that we launched Diamonds. We put a lot of effort into marketing Diamonds when it launched. We were on streaming flat out, sometimes twice a week. And then it got to a point after that launch, maybe 3 or 4 months after that, that it started to feel like we were just coming on here. We wanted to show face and show that we weren't giving up and show that there was some people still here willing to be out here every week for the ecosystem. But even for me, it got to a point recently where I was just like, fucking hell, I can't go on here again and just say the same thing over and over again. Literally coming on every week and looking at the diamond stats, the blaze stats. But it's nice, and I can see there's life coming back now. Maybe not in the market, but you know, gold is out. Buildify is coming. There can be all sorts of things happening with Buildify. I'll give a little hint of Project 28. That's one thing that I've been working on. So yeah, a lot more to come in the near future. But thanks both of you for coming on here again tonight. And hopefully I'll see a lot more of you, dude, and potentially less of you, Rich, would be nice.
No problem.
Yeah, as especially once Buildify is live, you'll see a lot of me. Because
what about the other guys that are involved, Smooth and Dave? How are they getting on?
Yeah, absolutely. We're all gonna play our part. And that's one thing I love about being on a team with 5 other people is I don't ever feel like I'm doing it on my own. Like when something gets hard, like someone else can fill that role. So we will divide and conquer. All of us will be reaching out.
I'm just laughing. Remember Steve DeFi, Bad Sports, Scotty Blaze. There was a guy called Mason on the Blaze team. Nobody even knew he was there. Utah, me, and Justin Rainman. What a fucking team, eh? What a fucking team. Who still survives? I think it's only me and Utah left. Steve DeFi's disappeared. Yeah. I think it's only me and Utah left. Not only in the Blaze team, but just from crypto at the minute.
Yeah, that was my favorite when Steve changed his name to Steve TradFi. I was like, oh my god, that says it all right there.
Does say it all. Yeah, actually, yeah, crazy to think. It's fucking think of the journey of the last sort of 3 or 4 years of this ecosystem has been absolutely insane. So it's not over. There's more to come.
I'm not even sure I'm going to realize what a bull market is. We've been in this one so long.
Yeah. All right. Gotta go. Thanks both of you for tuning in tonight.
Yeah.
Or not tuning in, being here. Yes. It was fun to have a new face because these streams for a long time just been me and Rich and sometimes Utah. So great to have Dude back on again. Hopefully, like I say, you can see this thing is not dead. We've got so much to come. And yeah, good times ahead. Thank you, everybody who tuned in tonight. And yeah, I'll see you all again next week. Let's fucking go.
Rode into town with nothing but dust. Spit my last deed, cause I knew that I must. Found me a hill with a vein running deep. Dropped in the bag, watched the miners all week. 100 days waiting for the gold to appear. Day by day the dust disappeared. Struck me a vein and the dust turned to shine. 100 days till that gold's all mine. Gold.